Let's begin our editing journey at the beginning by launching the software. Now, I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to launch Premiere Pro from my dock. And I could, of course, also find this within my Applications folder. And if you're working on a PC, you can launch it from your taskbar or from within your Programs folder. Now, I should just mention one thing. I'm on a very late version of a pre-release version of Adobe Premiere Pro. So while most everything should look identical to your version, there's a chance that some elements will change by the time this product ships. But don't worry, the changes are certain to be minor and merely cosmetic in nature. So the first thing you see is this welcome screen. If this is the very first time that you've launched Premiere Pro, then this part of the screen is going to be relatively blank, as it is on mine. Now, if you've edited in it before, there'll be some projects here under Recent Projects. You can also open an existing project here and navigate to it on your system. Another way to open an Adobe Premiere Pro project is to simply double-click on any Premiere Pro project file in your system, and it will open that way too. Finally, you can create a new project from scratch, which is what we're going to do in just a bit. Now, before we do that, what else is there to see here? Well, it's here that you also have the option of syncing your settings. This is a very cool feature of the Creative Cloud because it allows you to customize your user settings in Premiere Pro and then save them to the cloud and access them from any system in the world with an internet connection. This eliminates the need to carry your user settings around with you on an external disk or flash drive. Now, if you want to learn more about what the Creative Cloud is all about, watch the What is the Creative Cloud movie from the previous chapter. Now, if you've already logged in, your name appears here in the upper left corner. If you haven't, you can log in if you click Sync Settings Now. Here you would just put in your Adobe ID and password. I'm going to hit Cancel for now. If someone else is logged in, you can click here, Use Settings from a different account, which allows you to log out and then log back in with your own settings. And finally, down here, we have several options for learning a bit about Premiere Pro available on Adobe's website, which you can explore on your own. Okay, so for now, we're going to click on Create New Project so that we can see what everything looks like from scratch. Now, when I do this, I'm going to see this dialog box where I have to make a few choices. First, I need to name the project. It's really important to name your project intelligently, never leave it untitled. So I'm going to call this one Hot Glass Demo, and then my initials and the date. By default, Premiere Pro wants to save the project in your Documents folder, but you can redirect this path by clicking on Browse. I'll navigate to my media drive where I have my exercise files folder, and I'll just burrow in a bit and put it in my Hot Glass Projects folder. You can put it wherever you like, but I'm going to try to keep all of my projects together, which is why I have this folder structure arranged like I do. I'll select Choose, and as you can see, the destination path has been updated. Just a couple more things here. Below that is an option called Video Rendering and Playback. If you have a high-quality graphics card, you can use it to help you achieve real-time performance on playing back your video and effects. So if you see something like CUDA or OpenCL in here, you can choose one of those to boost your performance. If not, then you just choose Mercury Playback Engine software only. Since I have OpenCL available, I'm going to choose that. Just an FYI, it is possible that a message will pop up here telling you that your graphics card isn't certified. Now, this might happen if your graphics card is too new or too old or simply uncertified. Now, you can certainly try selecting it anyway because it will likely help with real-time playback. Okay, there's just a couple more options here, which you can leave alone for now, but I do want to mention this tab right here, Scratch Disks. It's important that you take the time to direct Premiere Pro to a location where you want to store new media. So as you can see, it defaults to put all created media in the same location as the project. Now that's fine for now. If you wanted to navigate to another location, like a separate external hard drive, you could just click here on Browse to select a different Scratch Disk location. All right, so I'm going to select OK, and the project opens. Now right now, I'm using the Editing Workspace, which is this particular configuration of windows and tools. The Editing Workspace is accessible by going up to Window, Workspace, Editing. And if you've ever moved anything around, you may also need to choose Workspace, Editing, and Reset Current Workspace so that your windows look the same as mine. You would just select Yes, and then your windows would reconfigure. So just choose that if you need to reset yours to look like mine. So that's just how to create a new project, and we're going to go over the interface and tools in the next couple of movies. But before we do that, I now want to take you through the process of opening an existing project. I'm going to close this project by coming up to File and Close Project. And now I'm back at the welcome screen. As you can see, here is the Hot Glass Demo project that we just created. But this time, I'm going to click on Open Project. And now I'm going to navigate to a different project. If you're following along with the exercise files, you can go into the Hot Glass Projects folder, which is, again, inside your exercise files, Ventura Hot Glass Projects. And it's this one right here called Hot Glass. I'll go ahead and open that now. Now, there is the possibility that the first time that you launch the project, you'll need to link your media. It lists all the media that needs to be linked in this window. So you just go to Locate. And the goal here is to find the folder where the media is. Now you can find the exact folder where it's at, or you can find just the drive where it's at. It's going to find it, but it's going to be quicker if you can find the exact folder where it's at. So I just go to Hot Glass Media, which is where I know it resides, and then I just click on Search. It finds all my media files, as you can see, and I'm good to go. I just select OK, and now I'm inside my project that's populated with media, which will make it a little bit easier to show you what everything is and how everything works, which I'll do in the next movie.